So before we move on to the next chapter and the next part of this, the next part in this adventure, this Python tale, I want to say a few words before wrapping up. Um, what you see in front of you is a document I'm going to be using to keep a rough summary of what we're doing, sort of a visual summary, if you like. And I'm using those four key components that I've talked about. We've seen three of them so far: store, repeat, decide. We're going to have a look at reuse later on. Before I fill this in, which I'm going to do it as a way of recapping the key bits of what we've done in this project, um, a few reminders, and I'll be saying these as we go along. Do practice, do type in the code, add things to it, make changes, experiment. Coding is about experimenting, it's about trying things out. The more you try out, the more you make errors, the more you'll sort of figure out. So I will obviously be guiding you along the path I want to take you, but you sort of pause and take your time to experiment with these projects. That's really, really important. Below each video on the platform, you will have a few bullet points. Also, I'm broadly following, for most of this course, material that's in the Python coding book, which is the longer format book. Again, there's a link to it. If you want to spend some time reading a bit more, you can go and have a look and read there. Right, so let's quickly fill in a few things. Store is assignment of data. So we're assigning data to a variable. And so far, we've seen how we can use that using the equal sign. There are other ways, but that's fine. Loop, the repeat, a common way of repeating is loops. And we've seen the while loops so far. And we can repeat forever. This was the while true. And we can repeat until something happens, until a condition is met. This is while something else. Decide, this is decision making, if statements. And we also have, we've seen if, elif, and else. And that's where we're going to stop. Reuse we haven't seen yet. So this is just a way of giving a visual summary of the key points that we've done. Good. It's time to move on to chapter 2. So take your time. You don't need to rush to chapter 2 straight away. Spend as much time as you want with the project from this chapter. But once you're ready, we can move on to chapter 2.